The structure that I'm sitting in front of right now is called a kura in Japanese. Kura. This is the traditional storehouse or grain storage for Japanese farms from back in the day. It has incredibly thick walls, so it is pretty much impervious to fire and does not fluctuate much when it's hot out or too cold out. It is also a structure that typically comes loaded with an iron blast door on the front and iron barred windows up top so that no one can break in and steal all of your rice. The reason for this is because, well, 200, 300 more years ago, rice was the equivalent of gold to a lot of Japanese farmers. So keeping that sort of thing and whatever else household valuables you might have in the kura was never a bad idea. But I'm not sitting on the front stoop of my kura just to shoot the shit with you about traditional Japanese architecture. The only reason why I'm right here right now is because, well, there's an overhang above me and there's a little bit of rain going on, and taking a break from raking up on the mountain to enjoy a short cigar. Short cigars, like what I have in my hand right at this moment, are incredibly important for those of us who have to smoke outdoors, in winter especially. There's no sense in risking life and limb just to have a stogie break and then end up in the hospital because you got hypothermia and lost a few digits due to frostbite. So in the hopes of keeping all of y'all's digits in place, I've put together this quick little video of 6 short cigars that are perfect for winter smoking. We will make our way in with mild before moving over to medium, and then we'll finish things up with full. So before the mercury drops any further, let's get to it, shall we? Our first winter short cigar suggestion is none other than the Epicure Connecticut by Crux Cigars. This is a smoke that I have yet to get to, and it's one that actually just showed up the other day because it's new to our portfolio. So while I have yet to taste it for myself, Michael, the founder of Klaro, did get to puff on one and he loved it, hence us getting it in. Notes of marshmallow fluff and butter cookie, shortbread, a little bit of white pepper and light soil just makes for a very nice mild winter smoke. The cigar also isn't too big. It's only 5 inches long with a slender 50 ring gauge, so don't expect yourself to be outside for more than an hour, hour and a half max with this one. Definitely a cigar that I'm looking forward to smoking and reviewing when the time comes. The other milder cigar suggestion for winter that we like to smoke here at Klaro is the CLE Connecticut 454. As its name suggests, this cigar is only 4 inches long with a 54 ring gauge. When I reviewed the slightly larger version of this cigar last year, I found that it had wonderful notes of Nilla wafers and nut brittle, and the retrohales on it almost chai tea-like and herbal. It's a very nice smoke. These sticks also tend to have a very clean, fluid draw to them, so don't expect yourself to be fighting it just to get some smoke through so you can get back inside. It's also not a very expensive cigar, so for those of you who are on a budget right now, this is a great option if you're in the mood for mild. After that, we edge our way, what am I saying? We're not edging anywhere. We're diving head first into medium territory. This means bringing up the Deadwood Leather Rose by Drew Estate. We offer this smoke in the Petit Corona Vitola that is available online, and that is a 4x43. With its sweetened cap tip and pipe tobacco infused aromatics, mocha-like finish, mild to medium spice strength that continues to build until it almost reaches full at the end, this cigar is a roller coaster of a ride. Not only does it smell great and look like a lot of fun, but it's also a quick one, 4x43. That's about as small as you're gonna get in a premium long filler cigar here at Klaro. Sitting dead center of medium is the smoke I actually have in my hand and will be firing up momentarily once I go get my beverage out of the truck. This is the Plasencia Reserva Original in short robusto form. This stubby-ass little vitola is only 4¾ of an inch long with a 52 ring gauge. It sits snugly in your hand, doesn't feel too big or too small. This cigar also boasts the only blend in the world that is 100% certified organic. In turn, this translates to flavors of mild spice and rich earth. It's just a bright, sunny, vibrant smoke with a fair deal of baking spice behind it and a bit of a peppery finish to it to keep you on your toes. It's still a medium cigar though, mind you, nothing super heavy or full, and it's very creamy. Altogether, just a wonderful cigar, and one that I am looking forward to firing up here in just a moment. Finally, we get to full, where you will find Blackworks Studio Killer B. This oddly sized petit Cronus / Corona is only 4½ inches long with a very slender 46 ring gauge. As the image next to me clearly illustrates, it also has a two-tone cap that isn't barber pole, it's just a killer bee stinger, really. You can expect flavors of hazelnuts with this cigar, along with pralines and cream, and a light, milky, mild vanilla note that suddenly turns into these spiced tea and exotic cumin notes here and there, just to brighten up the cigar and make it milder. I also detected some coriander here and there, which was very interesting in a Maduro. It was dark yet light at the same time, which kind of goes with that dual-colored bee stinger of a shouldering cap. Excellent construction on these cigars. The ash just builds and builds and builds. You have to just hammer it off to get the damn thing to move. A very unusual circumstance to encounter in a cigar so slender. Highly recommended though. Really good smoke. Coming to close things out is none other than Superfly by Oscar Valladares. This smoke is easily going to be the heaviest, darkest, and sweetest cigar on this list. But that doesn't mean it's the strongest or most peppery or intense, because it's not. It's a very smooth sailing smoke. It is a very heavy and chewy cigar though, don't get me wrong. Flavors of cedar, cloves, cinnamon, and molasses all meld together in your mouth, and it just coats everything that it touches. It's sticky, it's syrupy, it lingers forever, and my heavens, does it smell amazing when it's burning. Being that this is a heavily fermented Oscar Valladares product, you will encounter loads of milky cocoa and a creamy texture to the smoke itself that just doesn't want to leave the senses alone. Wonderful smoke, especially in winter after a full meal. So that's that. 6 stellar cigar suggestions for smoking in winter to help you save your digits. Remember, nobody likes frostbite or amputations, so keep it short, keep it brief, keep it safe, bundle up, and smoke yourselves a short one.